going on? Okay, check this out. I just learned a hi-hat technique. I've wanted to know, and this is crazy, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. You want me to keep it real with you? I'm gonna keep it real with you. All these years I've been making beats, I've been actually physically doubling the hi-hats and doing all that myself. Now, for you Reasons users, I figured out a way to, well, not figured out, well, actually, yes, I learned a way, and I figured out a way to be able to get all of those hi-hats that we really want, all of those doubled and tripled hi-hats. So follow this technique and you will be able to do it just as simple as I learned how to do it. So I'm gonna keep it real simple. As you see here, I'm gonna go 134 tempo. So what we do is we start with the first pattern. Now I'm gonna take this from ground zero. Start with the first pattern and A. Okay, so erase all these. I'm gonna fill them all in. What I'm gonna do is what you want to do is you want to enable the pattern section. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to start off my hi-hats doing this. Okay, so what you do is you go to 1 through 16, highlight all of those. Go to 17 to 32, highlight all of them. Go to 32, 48, highlight all of them. And go to 48, 50, 64, and highlight all of them. So basically, that's going to give you this. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go edit, and then you want to go copy pattern to track. Now what that's going to do is and then when you want to play it, you hit the enable again, and now down here you have control over those hi-hats. Now, let's say you want a double part like the one. So what you would do is you turn this. I really just said I know what I mean. You know what I mean. So you turn it from 1/16 to 1/64 because now you want that triple time hi-hat effect. So you enable the pattern again, and then now you go to pattern 2B. Let me see. So 2B. Okay, so what you do is you do the same thing that you did with the first pattern, fill in all of these with pattern B. Okay, so now that you have that, you go and you do the same exact thing. You go to edit, and then you go copy pattern to track. Now you have two patterns. Now let's say you want to add a third pattern. You go to pattern 3 here and C3. Now what I have here is I have again another pattern that goes. Wait. Okay, now I have another pattern that goes a totally different way. So what I want to do is I want to do the same thing, edit, and copy pattern to track. So now I have 3 different variations of hi-hats to work with. Now let me show you how simple this is. Now what I'm going to do, this is going to require, just a little bit of chopping up and, but just to make it simple, what I do is I only work with the first 2 bars. So let's say I want to start everything off. Let me see. Let's say I want to start off with this section. Okay, actually. Okay. Now I want to start off with that section. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop out part of this section. Because I want to be able, well, actually, just to keep it simple, what you can do is you can erase it and you can bring it over to the place that you want to bring it to. Now you got to make sure that the bars and beats and everything is set. You got to make sure everything is set. So what I want to do is I want it to go. Okay. So now I have this where I want it. And then what I do is I go back to the end of the pattern and bring it back. Now hopefully this doesn't confuse you, but this is some dope stuff here. So now that I know that I want half of this pattern to play, I'm going to cut out the other part of the pattern, and now I'm going to cut that out. So what I want is I want okay. Now what I want is I want it to come back to the small to the small pattern, which the first pattern. So it's going to go all right. So okay. Now I want to take those double hi-hats and add them in somewhere else. And it's just like building a puzzle. Now, you know, you can get creative with this and do it how you want to do, but this was the easiest, quickest way that I found that really, really worked. So what I do is you know, I'm just styling, I'm cutting my pattern out to what I want it to do. And then I copy and paste it. It's just that simple. So this is how I want my pattern to be. And now as you see, I've just chopped up 3 different variations of different patterns. See? So now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and copy and paste it. So now I have the whole pattern that I like. And now I have control over it, and it's done exactly what I want it to do. So I can add a quick drum beat to this. It's that simple. So use this technique, and you know, I mean, if you don't want 3 variations, use 2. You know, get different with it. I mean, it's about, you know, and again, if you already knew this technique, more power to you. I just recently learned it because, like I told you what I was doing. I was physically going in there and doing all this myself. But now that I know this technique, man, I'm gonna use it. So take it, use it if you can use it. It'll probably work in every program. Logic, Fruity Loops. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it'll work in every program. You just got to figure out how to do it. This is how to do it in Reasons. So peace out. I was just going in real quick on that. Download your construction kits right now from luxuryloops.com. Peace.